Oh, you know what I forgot to do in the last episode was have an agenda. So yeah, that was something that I forgot to do. So that was today 13. Um, I guess that was just about pizza, and that's all I really have to say about that episode. Okay, so today's agenda. I had a couple different stories that I was gonna try to get to today. Um, oh, somebody did want, they wanted some, like, kind of topic on clothing, um, or something like that. Stuff just about, I don't know if it was specific to, like, gender stereotypes or categories, like, within categories, just like formal wear and cosplays, you know. Or maybe it was just supposed to be about cosplays. I know that there are a lot of really cool costumers out there. I think my one of the cosplays that I always find to be like absolutely stunning when it's done well is when people do Sarah Kerrigan from StarCraft. Still waiting for the second StarCraft to come out. But just like her, I've seen some like just really amazing photos of people doing Kerrigan. Other than that, I usually don't look twice at a cosplay. It's usually pretty cool to see your favorite characters running around, but like I'm one of those people who's like, well, if you don't really look like the character, like what's the point? So that's kind of, which we'll get into those philosophical arguments all the time, or just some people with those like, like how anime is like drawn where like everybody looks like they're white and blonde, and when like that's really not the case or what they're trying to portray. I mean, in some cases it is, but like half the time it's just like I need to be able to differentiate between these two characters, and if everybody has black hair, which takes so much more time to fill in, it's just usually like out of like ease for the artist to just leave their hair blank on the inside instead of shading it in, which at that point it's like, was it really that they were trying to draw someone blonde? Because half the time if you see the color photos, they've got brown hair or like something else like entirely. It's like green or something like that, which all of those are just different variations of black hair. Whether you have that black hair that's green or red or pink or yellow or whatever. So I have a cough again. My throat hurts. Which is fabulous. But that's just one of those arguments that we'll classically have. Just whether or not you look like the character, or not, and whether or not you should do the cosplay. Because I mean, I don't care if people don't look like it and they do the cosplay, or like obviously like trying to like celebrate your favorite characters and things, and that's like really cool. I really like some of the like cross-dress characters, either like girls who will dress up like guy characters or guy characters that'll dress up like girl characters, or where you can't even tell what that person is, and that's fabulous too. Um, I know one of my friends will always get all up in arms about like how like no characters are black. So if you're like a black person who wants to cosplay, if you wanted to cosplay somebody who looks like you have very limited choices. like for some manga don't even have any black characters. Oops. So yeah, that's I guess a piece on cosplays. I have a couple of friends who are like really good costumers who like sell their costumes. They'll make and sell them, which is apparently illegal, but yeah, they do it, and it's really awesome. And I mean, I don't think anyone ever should go after somebody for cosplaying because it's something that goes on a lot. Oops, I just keep hitting that menu button. There's like something stuck between my keys and I'm trying to get it. I don't know what it is either. I never eat by my computer or anything like that, so I drink tea by it, but this is like some kind of... I don't even know how keyboards get so messy, dust and stuff. But, yeah. So, it's just, one of those things that, those silly copyright things that, it's unfortunate when people, like, one person gets, scapegoated for it, because a lot of people do cosplays, and it's really, like, a celebration of, like, all the characters paying homage to a show or like the book that you like, and I don't know, if anything, that's like free advertising, so I don't know why you would want to punish anybody for doing it. That's like a good way to have a bunch of people to lose some fans. So yeah, that's a bit of a spiel on cosplays. So, some of my friends have done some pretty cool ones in the past. I don't think I've ever really cosplayed myself. I've cosplayed myself, but that's it. That is to say, I've been to an anime convention or two. I just go to the free ones. I've never been to one where I had to pay to get in. Just, as like I haven't ever had time free or like the amount of money free to ever actually go to one of the big ones, which there are some really big ones all around me, and I could go, but I have not yet gone to one of the bigger ones, but I've been to a couple smaller ones that I didn't have to pay to get in, and this one that I went to, I just like one of my friends told me like the week before, and I like considered trying to get something of a costume together, but I didn't really like have a bunch of my clothes with me, so I just like, and I never ever wear jeans. Oh, that's a bit of my clothing piece. I'm not like a person who wears jeans ever, but I had a pair of like the like really washed out faded jeans, threw those on, some like cool shoes. I don't even know where those went, or I don't know where they appeared from. Like my cousins, I get a lot of clothes from them. Currently, I am not wearing anything that was originally purchased intending for my wearing. Yeah, this whole ensemble is all either for my cousins or my sister. So, yeah, it's very rare for me to be wearing clothes that were all purchased by or for me. So, yeah, I'm just not like a huge like clothing person. So, I wore like it was like a see-through green shirt, but I was wearing like a sports bra under it, so it's like, you know, gray, and this jacket that I got from one of my cousins that it's just like, it's like, oh, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like just like a bunch of holes. You can like It's just like something that I'll throw over stuff sometimes. And I don't remember if I did any like face paint or something like that. Just wear my hair down, and I just like walked around, and more people asked who I was and like what I was from, like in awe of like what I was dressed as than like any other person in my group. Just like ignored them all. It was pissing a couple of my friends off who did like actual cosplays. Just that people would come up and be like, "Oh my god, what are you from? Like, I totally want to watch this anime." And I'm just like, "I'm just being myself. Yeah, I'm a badass. I know. Yeah, if I had a show." So, I don't, my show would be very boring if it was, after my actual life. If I wrote, and I was going to write, like a dramatized version of my life from like I don't know, like later high school years to like the beginning of college, and just like skew all the events in like unrecognizable ways, and like focus on the highlights, and that could be pretty interesting. Been through a lot, had a lot of different sorts of people come in and out of my life, so that's something I've kind of like talked about for a while doing. I started like one section, but I never like really got into writing it, so it's definitely something that I might go back and do, as maybe I run out of ideas for original material, which I never seem to do, but yeah, that's definitely. I think I said on Halloween I just wore like it's just like an anime like skirt. I got it off the most sketchy Japanese website ever. I came all the way from Japan. I had the all the like original like packaging. I kept it all for this packing slip from Japan. I have one from China too because we ordered sweatshirts or something ridiculous for my mom one year. So I kept them both just because they're cool to look at. I have a couple of friends who are in like either Japanese or Southeast Asian studies, and they really appreciated getting to see stuff like that, just to like look at what lettering they use, or just like the way that things are. It's like something you don't really think about too much when you're in one country or another. Is just some of the little things that are different, like that. So yeah, but yeah, that was just the most sketchy website ever. Both of those websites were, but I know they had a really, really, really cheap, decent quality skirts and stuff. So for like $20 or $30, I got a skirt that here would have cost like $200. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, I did not intend to talk about clothing for the duration of this episode, but yeah, that was a pretty good topic. One of my friends passively like mentioned it. I remember for a while people were like big on talking about whether cosplays were are like ethical or not. Which, I mean, I don't understand like people who are going out of their way to like make these costumes. It's just like any other like art form where you just I don't know, some stuff just doesn't seem like it's hurting the authors or creators of most anime or manga if people are making costumes. It's kind of supporting it. Because then if somebody wears that costume around, it's like free advertising. But I don't know. Yeah, I think I was gonna put off stories from the dorms. I should come up with a collection of crazy high school stories. So we got a couple other ones. I know I talked about some high school stories in one of my other videos. And I've kind of been trying to like keep a list of like whenever anyone suggests something, like, oh hey, you should talk about this, or hey, remember when this happened. I've been trying to tack together something of a list. It's just my Czech story. I retold my Czech story from Halloween, the best Czech ever. That story recently to like a big group of people. Oh my god, it's like hysterical. I have a few other stories like that, but some of them are kind of long. Where I've already talked for over 15 minutes about clothing, so I don't think if I started a long story right now that I would be able to end early, which I'm going to try and end this video early again, just because I was going over for so many videos that I don't want to keep that as a habit. So, oh, I guess I have some music-like topics. There's a lot of really good video game soundtracks, or when people will put together soundtracks from different anime and things like that, theme songs. And those are usually pretty enjoyable. I have a lot of friends who will collect those. I don't really collect music. It's like one of those things, another one of those like dodgy, like, why is that illegal kind of sorts of things. But it is something that I've avoided doing just because, you know, it's like really like if they're gonna, get somebody for something, like, it doesn't even like make sense. But yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, I have like no music on my computer. It's mostly just covers of songs and various people and myself. I thought about doing some covers, posting videos for them, but I don't know. Depending on the song, I know I could do parodies of songs, and that would be okay, which I've thought about doing, but I really have to be in the mood for writing lyrics, and I haven't been in a while. It's usually one of those things that, like, when I really want to write lyrics, I'm just gonna sit there and write 3 songs in one sitting, right in like an afternoon, and just like be done with it. And that's just, I haven't really felt the music recently. But so I guess some of my music like stories, let's see. This one time in band camp, I probably could have a whole segment that would just be this one time in band camp. Oh, band camp. We didn't have like a real like camp. It wasn't like a thing you went away to or anything like that, but it was definitely like a week long, like you would go there every day for a few hours, sort of thing. In the summer before school started. And it was good times. It was really good times. So, I guess, I will probably get to more coughing and more being sick. Being sick forever. Yeah, more music stories in another video. I could probably do a whole video on that. Just for different covers that I've done. I used to be really into learning how to play different instruments, so for a long time I would play one instrument or another, but not so much anymore. I haven't really played anything in the last few years. Picked up an instrument. It's I mean, I've been living in places either like quiet living or something like that, where you know, like around like a lot of people, apartments, or like had roommates where that's like, you know, not really chill to be playing a saxophone in even the middle of the day or like on a weekend when people are out. Like, these houses are so close together back where I live right now. Like, I bet my neighbors would complain. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have the lungs for it anymore. As I cough all over the place, as proof, re-solidifying the fact that I don't really have the lungs to play the saxophone anymore. But I could take up a guitar again, or something like that, or just you know, play really shoddy on the alto sax, which I'm okay with. I don't care. I would love to play it. Sing too. Yep, that's yeah, that's probably about it for this video. So yeah, talked about a handful of things, creative things, wonderful things. So yeah, it's this is a video, I swear.